everybody, this is Jeff here, Unique Model Creations. Quick update on the progress of the 1350 TOS Enterprise special project here. And I just want to talk about what I've done. I haven't had a chance to do very much because I've actually just been spending a little bit of time trying to get my shop straight. I got my screen up there on the wall, which talk about that a little bit more in another video, shelf up. But a special presentation. I never thought I'd say words like that, special presentation. But anyway, though, you got the ship. And before I told you about spotlights and what they would look like, well, we've got two of them enacted. You know, two of the four is going to be on the engineering hull. I've got the warp nacelle pylon over here on the port side, just mocked up here so that we can see. And then, of course, the dorsal, the neck. The neck, the salsa dorsal here, we've got that attached. Is fully on here. Wires coming through right there. I haven't got those lined up yet, nor have I gone through and started soldering any of the light wires together. That's why you don't see any windows lit at this point. Well, besides these right here, but that's coming from the LED for the spotlights, which everything being white, I'm not worrying about any light bleed, stuff like that. But as you can see, this lighting is doing, it looks really, really cool. And this is from just two, they're 10 millimeter spotlights and just, one nice happy light. And, so I just have to wire up one LED, then use that. And it's providing just the right amount of light that I was looking for this. And I'm going to go back here, turn off the light so we can see this in darkness. And as you can see, that looks pretty cool. That looks pretty cool. I mean, I have to say, now, of course, right now the ship is still in primer gray. It's not the finished color that it's going to be. But so far, that looks pretty dope. I'm sorry, I like that. That's going to look really cool once this is together and slid all the way down in there. I have this angled so that it will aim more towards this because I don't really want it shining up so hard at the nacelle, because the nacelle, of course, is going to have its lighting. Because I do plan on lighting the inboard grills again. I'm not sure if I'm going to do those in white like I did them previously, or if I'll be doing them in blue. But either way, they will be lit. More likely it's going to be blue. More likely it's probably going to be blue this time. But yeah, I just want to show this for a moment to, let you know this. It's going to somewhat be self-lit, not as much as a refit, because like I said previously, I'll save all that lighting for, all that spotlighting for the refit. However, I am thinking about using the same method, using these 10 mil fiber optics for that. So that I can get more light done with just one light. And this it definitely helps out. It definitely helps out a lot. So I'm trying my hand more at fiber optics. Of course, I did that a few years back with the Lost in Space movie Jupiter 2 model kit that I had done. But starting to enact it more on my Star Trek models as well, and I'm going to be using quite a few more. So the only other thing I've had a chance to do is get the other Bassard together, or at least get the motor inside of it. And of course, I didn't buy the light kit for it. So what I do is I have some styrene, just some old styrene that I had lying around, and I stack it 3 high. Glue, press that all together, glue it all together with both, really super glue, but also with epoxy. And that's what's gluing around this right about now. That's why it looks so messy in there as well. Have to go in there and clean that all out and stuff, make it look a little bit pretty, even though it's going to be an inside of the ship. But I still like it to be a little pretty. That's gluing right about now. Got it nice. I got it as centered as I possibly could. Now, using these aftermarket motors, they're a lot bigger than the ones that would come with the light kit. But I wasn't fixing to order a light kit that costs the same amount as the model. No, I wasn't about to do that. Probably never will. So but they are pretty much lined up, almost, pretty much dead center. Pretty much dead center, and that's really eyeballing. And wonder if you want to have something specific, you were going to put in the work for it. And I really want to put in the work for this because I want to have these babies spinning, and I'll be talking about that in another video coming up, a little bit of a longer video. But for right now, that's what we've got. Got that in there. I put a little super glue in there and hit it with a zip kicker so that would hold this in place while the epoxy ring that I have going around here gets this motor nice and secure. And I've run these motors. They're nowhere near as loud as the ones that I used on the previous build. So I'm really, really loving that. I'm loving the spotlights. I'm loving this project so far. It's so fun. It's the next thing we'll be doing. We'll be getting the shuttle, getting the rest of the lights around. Let me aim down here, actually show you what I'm talking about. Get the rest of the lights inside of here, and probably go ahead and get the shuttle bay in. You can see I've got a 10 mil heading out from the pod right there. And same thing, it's going to have the blinking light to one side. And then when I go to connect the halves, I'll just slide the fiber optic in to the sleeve, same as you got there. And then there you go. One light handling two jobs. And that will be nice and easy. Next thing to start doing is working on that back piece right there as well, so that whenever I get the shuttle bay in, I can go ahead and get that attached as well. And then adding model. There we go. Then shuttle bay doors and the piece that goes above that. The model comes right along, and it comes together so well. So I do have quite a few extra things. Hopefully next time you see this model, I will have either that installed or whichever one I get. Thinking about using that, the problem was when I had it inside of the refit at the time, whenever the navs and strobes went off, whenever they blinked, all of the lighting inside of the model dimmed a little bit. Now, two-pronged problem right there. Probably one was the power supply, which I thought 9 volts, 2 amps would have handled that. But also I used a lot of double density LED tape in that model kit. A lot. And I've ripped all of it out and stuff. I've ripped all of it out. That's another cry for another time. But anyway, though, I'm going to definitely go forth and keep working on this. I know this is a little bit of a jumbled video, but I want to get a little something together to show you guys. I am still working on this. There has been progress being made. Actually, it's been a lot. It just takes a while to do it. Even shortening the pole that this model is on is sitting lower. I have it where I want it to be. I have the pole, actually. I had to give it a slight bend to get it level of where I want to. Once I get the wires going through, I'm going to epoxy that pole down off of inside of the wood block that's sitting in here. Got screwed to the side there. And so that's nice and secure. It won't move out of the position I have it in. And then we will go forth and start getting this baby put together. I got to order me some proper power supplies for this model, so that everything works exactly the way I want it to all the time. All the time. This is awesome display right here. And I'm enjoying this experiment. So anyway, I will go forth, continue working on this. Those of you out there building models, keep building. And I will see you guys in the next one.